Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is my monthly not plan with me. Would I like it to be plan with me? Probably. But it's more of like a monthly reset where I tell you my goals from last month. And then I come up with goals for this month. So I have done the legwork today to go through my goals and to create new ones. So let's get into it. Every month I create like 6 to 7 goals. I think it started off with 5, but 6 to 7. And I've been doing this for the past like 6-7 months. Wait, let's see. 8 months, including this month. But we're going to look into last month's. No screen time 30 minutes after waking up and 30 minutes before bed. I'm checking it off because I definitely improved. I think it's hard for me to like actually track if this was actually achieved, but there were days where I was really good at it. Like, I will say some of these goals are more like habits, and they're habits I want to keep and like do, so I add them to my goals. So I guess that's where that came from. Again, average of 7,000 steps. It was close to 9,000. It was over 9,000 this month. It was almost 10,000. It would have been great if it was 10,000, but I did have the most movement that I've had in a month last month, so that's good. Go to the gym mostly every day. If you watched my last one, I think I mentioned I impulsively bought a Planet Fitness membership. I was doing it strong for most of last month. I ended up going like, including this month, I've gone a total of 29 times. So I'm like checking it off because I feel like I got my money's worth out of it. But I have access until I think the mid-month this month. So we'll see. Maybe I'll go again once or twice by myself. I was going to try to keep it for a year and then reevaluate, but I made that decision when there was a possibility of me getting a promotion at work, and that was taken away from me. So I decided at the end of last month, I was like, I really tried to get rid of it so that I could not pay the fee, but it is what it is. I was charged the fee, and I thought I could, and by fee, it was like the annual fee, and I thought I could contact my bank and like say sorry. That's like no, but I can't because it was pre-authorized. So anyway, long story short, I will not be going to the gym, and I want to go with my mom anyway, and she has the membership that I got, so we don't need it. I think the inspiration mainly for me to get rid of it was my brother getting rid of it. That was like the catalyst, and I was also like, why are you making that financial decision to pay for a gym membership when pretty much all I do at the gym is the treadmill? And if I didn't use the treadmill, I was using the arc machine or the bike machine, and I was like, outside's free, going on a walk is free. Plus, I'm very active in my job, so, and my hours have temporarily increased for the holiday season. So, yeah, I am like, nope, no longer doing that. Pay loans on time. Pay $50 towards federal loans. I want to pay the federal loan I want to pay off first. I did 25, but technically I am already overpaying on my loans as is, on my federal loan specifically. So technically I think that it's still true, but it is what it is. Basically what happened is I wasn't supposed to start paying my loans until like July. And so I've always been like a month ahead on my loan. So like technically I don't need to pay it right now, but I've also paid so much that they lowered it by like over $70. So you know, I'm just trying to get out of debt, and that's like one way that I'm trying to get out of debt faster is just by overpaying. I don't know if it's working. We'll see. We'll figure that out later. And then get screen time average to under 6.5 hours. I didn't really check that, but I think I did. I think it averaged at least 6.5 hours, so it is what it is. Then next month, so now we're into December. No screens 40 minutes before bed and once you wake up again. This is just a habit I want to keep. So yeah, I am keeping that habit as much as possible by putting it up there. Is it actually 40 minutes? Most likely not. But I also do put goals like this by the end of the month. I would hopefully be at the 40-minute mark, but you know, maybe I am setting myself up for failure, but you know, I'd rather improve in the process. So if I end up getting to 30 minutes, so be it, whatever. Pay loans on time. I think I'll get this one done. I have yet to make any of my payments, so I definitely have enough to make one of my payments, maybe even another one. We'll see what happens, but I definitely need to be doing that soon. Decide what planning method I want to use next year. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of content on your feeds for planning and 2026 resets and stuff like that. So yeah, some great products and great solutions have been pushed in front of me. I was reminded of bullet journaling, and I did my own variation of bullet journaling in my journal, my lined journal, where I basically wrote a to-do list but kind of with like the same symbol as the bullet journal. So I definitely need to figure that out. I have been seeing a lot of girlies on here who do a mix of both digital and analog, so I might try to integrate that as well. But yeah, and then enjoy my time off and utilize it better. Like I said, I'm temporarily like got upped hours, and I've been working at least 4 times a week for the last 6 months, but they've upped it to 5 times, which is obviously like a normal 9 to 5 is that long. And my shifts are getting longer, which is preparing me for the idea of a 9 to 5. So, I definitely need to start utilizing that time off more and like creating more of a life balance, because today, for example, is one of my days off this week. I basically rotted for 12 hours on my phone and on YouTube. So, yeah, I get to retry again on Sunday. And then also like really utilizing the hours off in the morning and at night before I go in and after I come home. Because sometimes I will just use that as an excuse to not be productive, which there is a time and place of productivity, but I've been inspired by some of my coworkers recently and like their work ethic on and off the job that makes me like inspired to actually want to create more meaningful change. And then update resume. Like I said, I've been working like a more like kind of like a typical high school job, I would say is what you could call it, but unfortunately I feel like a lot of us are in that position right now, with just how the job market is. But I definitely am glad I have it. That way I can update my resume, and show that I am excelling in my customer service roles. So definitely need to update that resume. And then the last one is film and upload 1-year post-grad reflection video. I seriously can't believe it has been pretty much a year. It will be a year on the 16th. And by the time you see this, I will hopefully upload it right after filming it. I'm filming it on December 5th. But I seriously can't believe it's been a year. It's been a crazy year. a lot of change in my life, change in friends, circumstances, and it's just been insane. So I'm really excited to dive deeper into that on my post-grad reflection video. I don't know when it's gonna go out. I might try to film it this week now that I'm saying it out loud, but I also want to kind of wait until it's been fully a year. Part of me wants to potentially wait until January, but I did create that goal this month, so maybe I'm gonna have to do it before the new year. But I really don't have a lot of time to actually prepare for that and film that, so, because I'm looking, and the 16th is in a couple of weeks, so, but I want to do it after the 16th. That way I'm like, okay, it's been a full year. But yeah, I was doing monthly reflection videos for a little bit. I don't know when I started that, potentially January, but you can go back and look at some of those, but I stopped fairly quickly, just because it was repetitive information at that point. But yeah, I'm excited to really dive deep in what I've learned and noticed over this year, not just in myself, but just those around me. But yeah, that was my goal setting for this month and reflection of last month. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.